unity party, they can't conclude. You dance sassy, you wish haunting. Down on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You dance sassy, you wish haunting. Down on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question now. Who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. Your rescue team. We are seeing changes. You really who country by the into two. CDC and unity party, they can't conclude. You dance sassy, you wish haunting. Down on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You dance sassy, you wish haunting. Down on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question now. Who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 You wish haunting. Now when you tap on the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question now. Who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. You wish haunting. Now when you tap on the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question now. Who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9, the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated.
But we're not seeing changes.
There are too many things happening in the country, a lot of issues going on in the Republic of Liberia. My name is Kai. Jerome Roosevelt is also here today, and jointly we're going to be having a wonderful conversation on your radio. This is Freedom Hub. There are too many things happening in the country. The House of Representatives will now pause all actions on the issue that has to do with hearing the case involving Representative Yeke Koluba. So a writ of prohibition has been prayed for by the lawyers representing Honorable Yeke Koluba and the justice in chamber of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court of Liberia was able to issue a writ of prohibition against the House of Representatives, citing that August body to appear before the Supreme Court to provide sufficient reason as to why the rate of prohibition has been prayed for by Representative Yeke Koluba should not be implemented. There are too many things happening, too many issues we'll look into in the conversation. More to this. There are a series of reports of police torture. Several of the young people who went to protest on yesterday, several of the young people who went to protest day before yesterday, we are told that several of those who went to protest were badly handled. They were badly handled by the Liberian National Police. We are told Fode Masekwa, the chairperson of the CDC Council of Patriots, is currently hospitalized as a result of bruises and injuries sustained from the arrest and subsequent alleged torturing by elements within the Liberian National Police and other secret service agents in the country. Fode Masekwa is currently at one of the local medical facilities seeking treatment.
You say you are going to change,
and he's not the only person who is in that particular situation. We are told several other Liberians, several other young people who were part of the protest action were themselves, hospitalized, brutalized by the police, tortured by some secret elements, according to what we have gathered. We've been told that they've been allegedly whipped, allegedly brutalized by elements of the Liberian Joint Security Authority. And so, the Secretary General of the Coalition for Democratic Change, the Honorable Jefferson Tambakodi, has written the United States Embassy, complaining the government of Liberia, complaining the Liberian National Police about the level of police brutality meted out against citizens of our country. SG Koji, in his long ride out to the U.S. Embassy, was able to highlight too many of the issues relative to police brutality and violence against the Liberian people and so forth.
I want to ask you one question that we need the rescue.
So Jerome Roosevelt and I will jump into the conversation. We're going to be having a wonderful discussion here on 87.9 with 22 minutes after 4 o'clock. And today being the 16th day of the month of April, 2026 remains the year. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia, SAR Insurance, and subsequently Win Liberia. So if you are there, we are here. We are closer to paying somebody, and trust me, maybe we're going to pay somebody before we come back on the radio. Maybe we'll pay somebody before we continue politics. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we'll pay somebody before doing politics, so you have the chance to win. You can be like all of the other people who are winning behind the scene. You can be like all of the people who are winning behind the scene, and we're not calling them. You can be like them. You can also play by dialing *255 *1#. The more you play, the better your chances are on 87.9. The more you play, the better your chances are. *255 *1# is the code on Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money. *255 *1# on Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money. And for those of you who are on Orange Money, you can dial *255 *7#. The more you play, the better your chances are. Today we're dishing out 5,000 Liberian dollars to all of you, especially those of you who will be very lucky to win for yourself, the amount stipulated. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation on 87.9.
I just want to ask you one question that we need the rescue. Stop it, for all of our Crime Stoppers. Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
Okay, so welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. My name is Kai. Roosevelt Jerome is also here. Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, thank you so much, Oliver. And we are grateful to be here once again across Liberia. This is Freedom, and our princess is not here today. We're hoping wherever she found herself, she's well protected. But again, we are here and want to say thank you.
Okay, so basically there are too many things happening in the country that we'll be looking up. Yes, a lot of issues we'll be looking at today. So you have the rate of prohibition. Jerome will want to bring. He will want to give us update on it. We are told Honorable Yeka Koluba has filed a rate of prohibition against the House of Representatives in what is believed to be a political hearing in which they intend to have Yeke removed and replaced from the House of Representatives. So
I think you're swear wording. You're swear wording.
No, I mean, for the benefit of the.
I'm saying with the issue being put on pause from the highest court in the country, I was just trying to be.
Okay. So the swear is on hold. Yeah. The swearing yesterday on hold.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah,
but I think the lawyers representing Yeke Koluba went to the Supreme Court and prayed that as you said, that the proceedings of the House of Representatives should be put on pause for now until they can justify, because obviously no law is above the Constitution of our country. And so there where we are is a breathing space for Honorable Yeke Koluba. Maybe the lawmakers will want to bounce back, but obviously when things happen, sometimes they run to the Supreme Court, and there where we are, it tells you that this country is a country of law and not of men. But we have to look at how the president has been stopping some of the decisions being made from the Supreme Court.
Oh yeah.
And so there where we have to be very careful as we look at this case, and that will prove if this government is the government of the people or a government that wanting to actually be lawless. And so it's a great day for our democracy, and we're hoping the day so far so good that we're actually go into it.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what I think is, for example, the how you call this thing, the Supreme Court. There is a record to show that the particular group of people who are spearheading the how you call this thing,
the Supreme Court.
No, those who are spearheading the Yeke removal situation.
Okay.
There are records to show that those particular individuals are lawless, and I'm not going to mince my words on it. There are records to show that the particular individuals who are in the business of wanting to remove Yeke, there are records to show that they are lawless. You remember the Supreme Court ruled the last time, and the former Chief Justice made it clear that the legitimate speaker at the time was Councillor Jonathan Fonati Kofa.
Yeah.
Now, why that clarity was provided by the Chief Justice of our country by then, the executive branch of government still kept the national security folks behind the then purported speaker. A total disregard for the Supreme Court's ruling. We saw that disrespect from the angle of the executive. And not only did we see the executive violating the Constitution, because once the Supreme Court opine, in any situation, it means their ruling is law. Anytime the Supreme Court rules, whatever the outcome of that ruling is, it becomes a precedented case. Meaning in the future, they can use that ruling, to pass judgment in similar cases.
And they reference.
And that's what we call the court, the Supreme Court. In other jurisdictions, they will call it the Constitutional Court. In Ivory Coast, in Gambia, in other places, they refer to it as the Constitutional Court. In Liberia, we say the Supreme Court. That's the same thing. So there are records to show that James Collier, for example, the man who took welding machine and went to break into Councillor Fonati Kofa's office, the Speaker's office at the time, he is the one presiding over the hearing as chairman on Rules, Order, and Administration, right? Mm-hmm. The same group from the majority bloc that presided over the illegal attempt to remove Councillor Kofa, because mind you, Speaker Kofa resigned, so he was never removed. Mm-hmm. Let the record reflect. Speaker Kofa resigned his position as the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and he was never removed. There is no record anywhere, legal record, to show that Councillor Kofa, Speaker Kofa, was removed from the House of Representatives, speakership. No, he resigned. And it was his resignation that gave rise to the legitimate election of Richard Nagbekum as the Speaker of the House of Representatives. So the point is, the Supreme Court is on record of providing constitutional interpretation. Even with the constitutional interpretation that they provided, recognizing Fonati Kofa as the legitimate speaker at the time, and asking the colleagues and whatever authority in the country to accord him that courtesy, you still had James Collier, Steve Tikwa, you still had, I would name them, all of them would name them, Anthony Williams, you still had all of them jumping.
Celebrating.
And you still had them jumping and referring to Richard Kun as the speaker at the time. Mm-hmm. Even though a Supreme Court ruling and interpretation was clear on the matter as to who was the then speaker. Steve Tikwa, Richard Kun, Tomo Fala, Austin Taylor, Anthony Williams, Johnson Williams, all of the guys from the majority bloc, all of them. Although the Supreme Court already provided the clarity as to who was the real speaker, but they ignored the Supreme Court and still used to go and sit under Richard Kun as their speaker. In other words, they were like, to hell with the Supreme Court. That's what they were saying. In other words, they were trying to damn the Supreme Court. They were trying to challenge the authority of the Supreme Court. They were in defiance. And remember, Jerome, that's why the Supreme Court did not honor the illegitimate State of the Nation address that was presided over by Richard Kun. Remember Richard Kun presided over that first State of the Nation address? It was an illegitimate one.
They didn't sit on.
The Supreme Court did not sit there.
Yeah, they didn't sit.
It was this gone January when they sat there, because by then Kofa resigned and they went through the proper electoral process, and that's how they were able to go and sit down under him. So, with the House of Representatives having a particular record that all can point to, a record of defiance, a record of non-compliance, a record that has to do with disregarding the Supreme Court, I can only wish Yeka Koluba good luck.
You think so?
I know so. And let me tell you why. I can only wish Representative Yeka Koluba good luck, and I hope he will call if he has the time to call today on the platform so that we ask somebody, although maybe he will not want to talk because the lawyers are in charge of most of the issues now. But if you still want to call, we will provide the space. When I say I'm wishing Representative Koluba luck, here's what I mean. The Supreme Court is going to invite the both parties to a conference. Assuming Representative Koluba's lawyers, Councillor Kabina Janet, the former Chief Justice, Associate Justice, and other people, assuming his lawyers are able to put up a good case as to why the process of removing him should be halted. Because what was issued is a temporary prohibition, to invite the parties. And after that hearing from the Supreme Court will now make a final determination as to whether to grant the request by his lawyers to have that whole hearing process and the whole removal thing halted, or to allow the guys to go ahead. That's why the alternative rate of prohibition is all about. What was served is the alternative rate of prohibition. So, assuming on the day that they will be going for the hearing at the Supreme Court, assuming Councillor Kabina Jana and the rest of the people put up a good case to prevent Yeka's trial and the impeachment proceeding and so forth, I still do not trust that the executive branch of government headed by President Joseph Boakai, I still do not trust that they will live up to the Supreme Court's decision. My argument is based on what transpired in the Jonathan Fonati Kofa case. The court was clear. This court only recognized the presiding officer as the speaker. And that presiding, yes, that was what the court said at the time. And the speaker they were referring to at the time was Fonati Kofa. The court also prescribed ways and manner in which impeachment, removal of speaker should be done. And the court criticized the majority bloc for not following those proceedings and not meeting up with the benchmark. Hence, the court failed to recognize Richard Kun as the speaker. In fact, that's why the court did not sit down on him.
Yeah.
Even with the court issuing her ruling and subsequently protesting because her own ruling was being disregarded by the legislature. Because the senator too sat down there and they go sit down on Richard Kun, who was not a legitimate speaker at the time.
They elders to be.
Those who we supposed to refer to as elders. They sat there and they went to sit down on Richard Kun, who was not a legitimate speaker against the Supreme Court. And that's why we keep saying President Joe Boakai is ruining this country. He's taking this country down the drain. Because this is the first time we have seen the Supreme Court being disregarded easily. And the only reason is because the chief executive of the country is in line with an abuse of the laws of our country. He's in line with it. He breaking into position anyhow. You suspended Elisha Taru, you say he was corrupt. That's why you suspended him from the central bank. After 2 weeks, you call the man behind the scene and you pay him. Now, what kind of government will suspend somebody for corruption? Then you pay the person off.
Yeah, you say they were corrupt and you get like kind of huge amount of money.
Yeah, you said the man enter your room, you store your thing, you cashing. Instead of taking the thing away in store, then you gain additional money. You tell him, say, go, move from here. Did that man steal from you? He did not steal from you. Apparently, you were stealing from him. You were the one stealing from him, and because people saw you guys, that's how you decided to call Roro So the point is, even if Yeka lawyers would be, how you call this thing, would be successful enough to make a legal representation and provide a legal justification for why Yeka should not be removed, right? Or why certain things should not happen, I still don't believe that this group of lawmakers
that we have today,
under the gavel of Richard Nambekun, I don't believe that they will honor the Supreme Court. It is because of the precedent. It's because of a case in study that we can reference. And so, whether we like it or not, there is one message that is clear. That message is that this government is on record for being lawless, for disregarding the Constitution, disregarding the Supreme Court. And so I will be surprised that if the Supreme Court decide to say, look, you got to stop there nonsense you're doing with Yeke. I'll be surprised if President Bwaka, Richard Koo, Thomas Fala, Jim Colette, and the rest of the lawbreakers, I'll be surprised if they will listen. If they go ahead disregarding the Supreme Court, that would not be news for me. You know what a dog when man.
Yeah, when Snake boy.
Yeah, I mean, the dog when man.
That's not news.
You know, that's not news. What I mean news for me is when the court say stop all action against Yeke.
Then you stop.
And the guy stop, it will make news for me. I mean, like the man burn the door. But it is sad. You know why I say it is sad? We should not be discussing these kind of things, Jerome. We should not have this kind of conversation. These are people who we call lawmakers. I'm saying it because they will violate the Supreme Court. It is my prediction. These guys are overwhelmed with power. They are so done with power. They are so desperate to exercise power till I am predicting that even if the Supreme Court was to say, hey, stop all proceeding against Yeke, they will still continue to do what they want to do. It is a dangerous precedent. It is a dangerous thing they are doing. Do they know why we are paying them $11,000 when you put gas, LD, and US dollar together? Do they know why we are paying them beyond $11,000 each every month? Do they know?
In a very poor country.
In a very poor country?
Yeah, like Liberia.
It's because we call them lawmakers. You cannot be lawmakers, and at the same time, you're the one breaking the laws. That's insanity. It doesn't make sense. Then why are we paying you? Why are we according you all of the respect and the courtesy? Why do we refer to you as the first branch of government when you behave on the contrary? I mean, majority of you then. Majority of you. Yeke has gone to the Supreme Court. They will not honor the Supreme Court. It is my prediction they will not honor the Supreme Court. And I'm tailoring my prediction on what we saw transpiring at the courts during the removal saga of former Speaker Jonathan Fanati Kufa.
And not only that, there are other places, because if the president, like you said, is not the person who is engineering all of these things, the lawmakers, the ministers, the commissioners will not do this, because other cases, like the other people who tell you position, the Supreme Court said, don't do this, don't do this. And the president went ahead.
The Supreme Court look at several of the tenure position holders, like you said, rightly. Don't remove that man, he got tenure.
Yeah.
The president will say, oh, Supreme Court, y'all go to hell, y'all go sit down in one place. I'm the president, I will do what I will do. And this president forgot to know that he swore an oath on January 22, 2024. He took an oath of office. That papa put his hand up and he said, Joe Bwaka do solemnly swear that I will uphold, defend, and protect the Constitution and bylaws of the Republic of Liberia to the best of my ability, so help me God. That's what he said on inauguration day.
The deacon calling God name and doesn't want to live.
The deacon called God to bear him witness that he will uphold, protect, and defend the Constitution of our country. So help him God. He said that on January 24, on January 22nd, 2024. But in the face of the law, he will remove 20 position holders and place their own people there. Damning the court, damning the Constitution, damning the Republic of Liberia. And the sad thing is, you have a bunch of so-called elites in this country, educated, sophisticated idiots in this country. Their mouths are closed. Cowards. Cowards. How many of the integrity institute, the so-called integrity institutions, you saw issuing statement against the president, wanton abuse of the Constitution, dismissing 10 position holders? The last time, Chris Dubenya, the legitimate head of MPhil, Chris Dubenya, was illegally
removed,
politically removed from a position. He took a flight to the Supreme Court. The court issued a ruling. The court ruled in a favor and asked that he be reinstated
or pay him money,
or he be paid off the remaining unexpired tenure because he was illegally removed from a position. To today's date, the 42 years of political experience president is yet to honor the Supreme Court, the court that represents the Constitution of our republic. But he took an oath. A Baptist deacon took an oath on January 22, 2024, when he said, I, Joe Boakai, Sr., do solemnly swear that I will uphold, defend, protect the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia to the best of my ability. So help me God. The deacon called God to bear him witness that he will uphold and defend the Constitution. The Constitution told him, go and reinstate Chris Dubenya or pay money. The deacon ain't want to do it.
Your own word.
The deacon ain't want to do it. The deacon was not able to do it. Man, how do you do this to our country? And that's what I'm saying. I'm wishing Yeka Koluba luck.
Because of past.
Because of what happened in the past, Jerome. Yeka might win at the Supreme Court, but these individuals in power will disregard the court. And that's a recipe for chaos. I'm saying this and I'll say it every day on this radio. Even beyond this radio, when I have the opportunity to speak in the public, I will say this thing everywhere. The reliance people have, for which they don't take things in their hands, that the law. The consolation people can have, for which when you catch the man stealing your food or something, you can't just take go and carry, is because there is something called the law. Because he's of the opinion that when I grab the man who stole my chicken and I carry him to the law, they will jail him. They will punish him for an action, right? When that institution that people should be relying on so as to avoid taking the laws in their own hands, when that sector is being disregarded by the sector that's supposed to be implementing, it is a problem. The reason we got courts is because when I feel offended, I can carry Jerome complaint. And when the court says Jerome will go to jail, then the next day Jerome passing around, he not in jail, but he passing around. It is a recipe for me taking gun to shoot Jerome because the court has failed me. I mean, the implementers, the executive, that's what will be implementing the law. They have failed me. And so what you are building right there is lawlessness.
And the law is the first pillar of good governance.
Thank you.
And democracy.
Thank you.
You cannot use the law to be in power and don't want to live by
the rule of law is the fulcrum of every democracy.
No.
And so if the court will issue ruling and say Chris Dugbenya is the legitimate director of Enfield, they could rule the last time and say Abdullah Kamara did not do any corruption. There was nothing like that. To today's day, you can reinstate the man. You can pay off
20 minutes away.
when you replace him with other people. Okay. You suspended Emma Glasgow and you said she was corrupt. You suspended her. Submitted her to the investigators, the LSCC. They went through the files and found Emma Glasgow not guilty. But you still took somebody and put a person in her job, in her position, in her own expired position.
While the case was going on, you already replaced her.
You replace her. No due process. She was still being investigated. No ruling done. But you replace Emma Matthew Glasgow with another person. Now that the LSCC came out and said she's not guilty of charges brought against her, you got somebody in her office.
Waka.
You got somebody in her office. That's lawlessness.
Waka.
That's disregarding the law. The only reason why we somehow driving our small cars and Grandma coming with a siren, we can park that because the law says he is the police director, he is entitled to siren. So what the hell the rest of the country people obeying the laws and those in power who are supposed to be the custodian of the law? Why? I mean, what the hell are they violating the laws of the country but expect the ordinary people to follow the law? And they kind of thing that can be a problem in the country. You got fully policemen going on the road every day, seizing people market, destroying, struggling people properties, seizing their market, beating them.
What a point. What a point. What a point.
The police going and tell him, say, don't say it. Wow, that the law say, don't say on the sidewalk, don't do the wrong. You are beating the poor people cheering. You are suffering the poor people. You are stealing their goods, damaging their livelihood because you said the law said they want to sell Magnet Street. The law said they want to sell Randall Street. The poor people are obeying. They're not selling there again. Some of them going out of business because I wouldn't play they were surviving from. The poor people are obeying the laws, but Baka, who's supposed to be protecting the laws, the constitution, he violating it.
You think they left their market with you because they're not able you?
Thank you.
They're not able to beat you?
Thank you.
But because of the law.
Some of them men who can be in a wheelbarrow, who pushing a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Why say the police can be doing this and that? Say the police not get gone. The men can be using stick.
Yeah.
Why you tell the men get that stick too and start beating say the police men? They could do it. But they are not doing it because the law said the other man in a uniform is a police officer. The man who not in a uniform is a civilian. He should respect the man. It's because of what? The law.
The law.
So if you decide to run a country where the law will only suit one group of people, you are putting the country on a time bomb for chaos and catastrophe. That's what you're doing. Because when it reaches a point where I can no longer rely in the law, I will rely on my muscle.
Yeah, sure.
If it reaches a point where the law can no longer serve the purpose of individuals, they will revert to jungle justice. Do we want to go there? Do we want this country to run to that particular area? No. And that's why you see us every day. We are talking on this radio and asking these people in power to stop lighting fire in the country. To stop lighting fire in this country. Positions in this country were created by acts of legislation. Lawmakers went to work and say, and now therefore, we shall hereby establish the Liberia Telecommunication Authority.
Sound lawmakers before.
Yeah, sound lawmakers.
Sound lawmakers
before. And now therefore, we shall establish NAFA. And now therefore, we shall establish Enfield. And now therefore, for the Enfield Director General to be removed, blah, blah, blah should happen. He shall serve for so and so years. Shall not be removed or serve for so and so cost. All of the rules, all of the laws governing the different tenure position in the country were enacted by acts of legislation signed into law by lawmakers and affixed by their signature to different presidents at different time interval. printed into a bill by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Republic of Liberia, confirming that those laws are part and parcel of the governance architecture of our country. George Weah was the sitting president of this country. He conducted an election. He lost by 20,500 votes difference. He had more guns to a horse in rehab than Joe Barker had. He had more men in the national security that were loyal to him. And he decided to disobey the law,
as Barker is doing today,
as compared to him. But for the sake of being law-abiding, he said, although I'm the sitting president, although I still have the seal of the Republic of Liberia in my file, because I will not leave until January, although I said I got 2 months to still be the president of this country, but 20,500, I'm going to turn the country over. It was because of the law that Joe Barker became president. If not for the law, George Weah and the people would have remained in power. They would have remained in power. They would have disregarded the law. They would have disrespected the law and said, to hell with the law, we will remain in power. Because of the law, President Weah took telephone and called President Barker and said, my man, you win. Congratulations. Because of the law.
Even though hundreds of thousands of his supporters were crying, but that's the law.
That's the law, because of the law.
Yeah.
So why are these guys in power and continue to fight the law? Look, the reason why we are Liberians is because of our law. The law prescribes how I can be a Liberian. The law prescribes what they pay our board. The law prescribes the name for A. That's why they say Liberian. The law is having everything in it to keep us together, to keep us unique from the continent. It is because of our laws that we are Liberians. To put the law aside is to encourage disorderly conduct. The government should not be seen doing it. I'm wishing Yeke well, Jerome, hoping that the lawmakers, the executive will change. And let me tell you why I do not trust that these guys. I mean, let me tell you the power that the executive got that most people do not understand. Lawmakers are paid by the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Finance operates directly under the instruction of the president, because the Minister of Finance works at the will and pleasure of the president. Lawmakers take pay through the Ministry of Finance. You know why Francisco Fab, most of the men that were moving from behind him? You know why they were moving from behind him when he was speaker? During the embattled period?
Okay.
Almost all the lawmakers who were supporting Francisco Fab, President Barker and Augustine Gaffron, and the rest of the rescue executive officials connived, and they were suppressing all the lawmakers who were standing with the legitimate speaker, keeping their pay, keeping their allotments, holding on to money that's going to be going to their accounts.
Until you follow us.
Thank you. So some of the lawmakers 2-3 months, they're not taking pay. They got the people there in the district, their wife, they're cheering them, hammering them for money. So when they say, you know what, speaker, I mean, I won't be on the side of the law, but I got problem and I need money. That has someone that start flip-flopping and the left from beyond Kansokova. That's the power the executive got. I bet you the court could rule and say Yeke should not be removed on the basis of X, Y, and Z or something else. These guys will still ignore the court, and to ignore the court, Yeke will be going to that building, but he will not do what the lawmaker is supposed to do. He will not be paid because they will instruct Augustine Gaffron not to pay him. He will not receive an allotment. Like today, all the lawmakers who stood with Francisco Fab to the end, this government refused to give them the additional development money. FOCO took them to court. Friends, FOCO took them to court. So today, they are yet to give Yeke Koluba his own money for a district. All the lawmakers who stood tall against the Rachel Cohn tyranny, the Rachel Cohn illegal power grab, before he could become the legitimate speaker.
The coup.
All those who supported the coup of Rachel Kuhn are the ones who they had to call the thing, the digital development money. You see Princeton, go Bay, Huawei, they don't get Yeke. They don't get the other men. They don't get Foco. So that's how powerful the executive is. And so even when Yeke going to the Supreme Court, yes, that's a good thing. That's a wonderful one. But trust me, the court, and to a great extent, I'm going to be very, very fair here. The Supreme Court has been very good, very objective, very fair in her judgment, at least up to now.
But no, there is something. This is the new one, and this is his first, if I'm not mistaken, has tend to be corrected.
The new Chief Justice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. The man who.
So
yeah.
So the court is an institution.
The only man who was on the side of Rachel Kuhn and said what
go out of dissenting view.
Yeah.
So I mean, regardless of it, I mean, it is a tradition on the bench.
Yeah.
So now the whole bench will
the
decide.
point I'm making here is that Oliver, everywhere, every institution they hear has influence.
So
this is the first, in my own opinion. We have to look at this.
So the commendation I have for the Supreme Court is predicated on her past performance. Let this current Supreme Court do otherwise.
Okay.
Then we can have the reservation.
Okay.
It will be unfair, to preempt that they will do this and this when there are no records to trace back to. The reason why I'm telling you that James Colette and the executive branch of government might disregard the Supreme Court is because I have something to date back to.
Okay.
You understand it? I cannot point to the Supreme Court looking at the facts and ruling against it. I don't have that case file to reference. That's what I said. The Supreme Court has been good, up to now. So like you said, let's see what the current Chief Justice will do. Yeah. If he will continue on what Johnny Lewis, if he will continue on what Francis Kokpa, if he will continue on where Shannon Yo, where they took the Supreme Court from. If you continue on that path, bravo.
It's a test.
But up to now, I trust the Supreme Court that they will rule in accordance with the law. It is possible to rule and say, Yeke, go back and go answer your questions. Or they could say, Yeke, you got no reason going back for that minute to keep asking you questions. They should stop what they're doing because it's unconstitutional. They have that authority. My take is that whatever authority that they're going to be exercising, whether for Yeke or against Yeke, in the event where that decision will be favoring Yeke, my prediction is that these guys in the executive, under the instruction of President Waka, they will not listen. And that is the most crucial part.
Okay.
That is the most concerning part. When a few group of people see themselves as the law, and that the law cannot have any binding effect on them, that's tyranny in the making. No, that's tyranny in the making. And not all of a sudden in the country, and if we were think they are the only people who own Liberia, or they are the only people who are circumcised. No, it's not possible. The country is not. No, even Liberia before the 80s, it was difficult. It was. The guys could not accept it. Now why the NIA will talk about? No, they could not accept that one group of people dominance. They could not accept it. That's why we went to trouble. Because Toba was the last representation of the group of Liberians who say the two ain't no true party. If not there, not any other. Yeah.
I see what the United Party people behave.
You understand that?
That's how they behave.
The last representation of the true party where the people say, if we're not there, we can be this and that. They won't run the country. If the true party ran the country from the day the country was established, they've been running it.
And Pwaga is too old to know these things happened before.
You understand that?
Yeah, he was in
the true party been running the country 27 years. Taught me when I was talking to where years before he could die. All the other men before then, I true party are operating with. The country got fed up with that nonsense in 1980 and they took a decision. Was that decision the proper one to take? No. Were there some justifiable reason for reaching to the point of destabilizing the place? Well, those who live at that time, they will be in a better position to tell you whether their action was justifiable or not. What I know is that I live in this time. What I do know is that Emma Matthew Glasgow was the legitimate Director General of NAFA with an unexpired tenure. She was removed. She was accused, removed from her position, temporarily suspended, pending investigation, so that an action can be taken against her in accordance with what the law says. While on suspension, an appointment was made. Under the law, Jerome, every entity in the country got a principal deputy. There is a conventional order of ascendancy in every institution. The Omen come here and say, okay, you are under suspension. Wendell Nimle is the station manager of this radio station. He's the station manager. I am the general manager. The Omen say you are suspended. Wendell Nimle takes over as the acting manager, the acting general manager of the radio station, while I'm being subjected to investigation. If the investigation is out that I am guilty, the CEO got the right to appoint a new manager or elevate Mr. Nimle to the general managerial position and put somebody else in your place. But the principal deputy at any entity, in the event where the head is suspended, should take over. You got the principal deputy Emma, they were there, sitting there in that place. President Baga did not go for any of them. He went outside and brought brand new human being and took it their poop.
They're making new.
While the head is under investigation, you are appointing a new head. That's lawlessness. That's lawlessness. Chris Dubanya, you said the man was corrupt. The man challenge you. The man you dismiss the man. The man challenge you to the court. The Supreme Court said no, you wrong the man. Pour him back or gain your money. To today's day, Chris Dubanya still passing around. The Supreme Court. And these are things that can cause problem. I'm still surprised why all of our integrated institutions are not speaking out. The Liberia Bar Association, from the day Joe Baga been breaking the country laws, I am yet to see one single line written by the Liberia National Bar Association, the lawyers. The lawyers. The lawyers. From the day Joe Baga started dismissing tenure position holders and disregarding the Supreme Court, I am yet to see the Council of Church issue one statement. They said, no, Joe Baga, stop. What are you doing? If they did that, I still will be corrected. If someone forward that statement to me and I will read it on the radio, then I apologize to them. Show me a statement where the Council of Churches told President Baga, your action to dismiss tenure position holders, your action is wrong, it's unconstitutional, and you got to stop. Show me one paper. The Civil Society Institutions of Liberia, the Federation of Liberian Youth, the Federation of Liberian Youth, the Liberia Student Union, FLA, LINSU, Council of Churches, Interreligious Council. These are institutions that are supposed to hold the government accountable. The President of Liberia. These are integrated institutions that are supposed to hold the government accountable. They sit here and witness on a daily basis a country being governed by a group of people who do not regard the law. When so many get fed up with the nonsense and say, okay, you know what, since they're not respecting the law, all is poorly, that the time they'll be going Ghana, they'll be talking food in there. Why Jerome do the one? Why should Jerome do the other one? Why should you? At this level, they are not talking. And their silence is suspicious. Why are they silent? Why are they not talking? Yega going to court. Councilor Tawon Congo was clear. When he said what they're trying to do to Yega is uncalled for. And his other comments were clear. There are critical voices that are speaking against the Yega issue. You are removing Yega. You are attempting to remove Yega because of political differences and not because Yega made treasonous statements. What did he say? What did he say that the executive mansion say. Executive mansion look at what land and say the land claim to be for Liberia. They look at our own land and say a land Liberia is claiming. Our own mansion telling us that we don't claiming the land. Well, you can say the land of Guinea. Our own mansion say Liberia trying to claim the land. What sense does that make? What's the difference? So when you want to remove, you can remove President Praga too now because he sanctioned the executive mansion release. You think Kula can post anything without Joe Praga seeing it? But this is not what the conversation is about. The conversation is about a creeping danger that if it is not nipped in the bud so soon, we could run this country into chaos. And that's why I mean, you see, like the second topic with SG Koji, you know, complaining the police to the international community. All of these things are responsible for why the country is undeveloped. Because some people could not bear all the nonsense that happening in the 80s. They had to start entering in the bushes. Do I support what they did? No. I believe they were the reason why the country went into trouble. They were the reason why the country is underdeveloped. But were they pushed by the government at the time? Somehow, yes, they were pushed. Jerusalem want to put out their own personal reason why they went to the butchers. Some of them both suffer governmental oppression. Some of them suffer it.
And some people join the same groups for the same disadvantage.
And not everybody, Jerome. And not everybody got the ability to withstand bullying.
Yeah.
To withstand intimidation. There are some people you step on the toe 5 times. You understand it? So when you step on the toe 5 times, when you come in the system, they will hold their foot back. Some people you step on the foot 1 time, they will put you.
I mean, what happened?
They will put, and when you open your mouth, a blow. Right there, you will spoil it. Not everybody got the same ability to withstand tension and intimidation. These guys in power should stop. These guys in power should stop. They are running the country into chaos gradually. I heard some of them say, oh, you got going to the court, we'll still be doing our own thing, a separation of power. I mean, how did Bush chairman go to Capitol building and they said the lawmakers? The Supreme Court was here issuing legal opinion. James Collider was passing around talking bull crap. You know, oh yeah, I mean, the Assembly Hall will do our thing. Challenging the court. This law says the Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice. You know what I want me, fellow Liberians? I mean, when you're looking for justice anywhere, the last place where you can find justice, when you not find justice, that is between you and God now. Supreme Court decision, I want to go. And true presidential clemency can change it. The court herself cannot change her own decision. Hello? The Supreme Court herself cannot change her own decision. Oh yeah, it's going to be corrected on that one. Supreme Court say you are guilty, the court can come back and say you're not guilty. No. Okay. Supreme Court can never do that.
That's the reason they can leave everything with the lower courts, and then when you do your thing, somebody go there and they say, "Oh, this is this."
Then they end it.
Yeah, and once they say it,
that decision is final.
That final. They don't want to go back again and say, "Oh, well, yeah, before."
One day the president can say, "Oh, you know, Jerome being that person for 6 months, you know, Jerome not key. They may just credit somebody money, so I pardon him. And you know, I pardon him."
But that one is giving. That one is giving.
Thank you.
It's not that you violate.
It's not.
The Supreme Court.
It's not even that you change the Supreme Court ruling.
That it is given by the same law.
Thank you. The law gave the president that privilege.
Yeah.
In certain circumstances.
Yeah. Because like every rule is like an exception.
There are exceptions.
So we say, oh, then one will give it to the president.
Give it to the president. The president look at the person there. Yeah. The man who slapped the friend here, who carried the friend Copa in the EJ, the president free them at a certain point in time. Presidential pardon.
And that is why it is sad for the same president who is using this authority to also violate the same law.
Because he is president because of the law.
Yeah.
Jean Collin was never the lawmaker 6 years ago for the person he's representing. He was never the lawmaker. Somebody was in a position before him. He became a lawmaker because the law say when you go to election, so and so number you must get it. When you not get it, and another person get it over you, the person win. That's why Jean Collin is a lawmaker today.
Mm-hmm.
The laws are responsible for how we are living. To break it, and you also say you work around other people, it doesn't make sense.
You can be a rebel against your own government.
And let the community know say you are a criminal and robber. Then are you when they say roll, then you pick up color, you go in to say you won't go just somebody. The community will be doing here. The community will be saying look at. Everybody, but.
You get turning passive.
You know, yeah, but. Hey, you not care what somebody tells you where you put that stick down.
Go sit down, man.
Go sit down and put that stick down. You and all. Jean Collin, you and all. You are taking wedding machine to go open for the cover office on holiday.
Lawless man, you
and all. I want to feel for the country because you know why, Jerome.
Mm-hmm.
Around the Samarkand Doe era, the Toba era, the Chancellor era, I believe people in the government at the time, that's what they know that they were doing. Other people were not happy with it. In the end, innocent people who know nothing. I bet you there are some citizens in the country who do not know they do not even know the name of the speaker.
Mm-hmm. Obviously.
There are citizens in the country that don't even know who the vice president. There are some people in the country that don't even care to know what they call government. Mm-hmm. They wake up in the morning, they go to their place of hustle. They get a little driver to go to eat. The next day, their routine. They don't even care to know who the president is.
Some people you want to talk politics, my man. And those people will be affected because of lawlessness.
Because of the nonsense of the politicians.
Yeah.
And that's what we are concerned. You know, when you're finished doing that nonsense, a few group of people get angry and say, you know what? And I'm if you say the country for them, let go come out for them. That coming out for y'all. They're coming straight to your houses and to your offices to go grab your feeling with y'all and feeling. To get to y'all, they gotta be catch all in small towns. Mm-hmm. That people that will be raping. People pick and better go there will start losing. People properties will be taken away. Lives will be lost before they reach to y'all. Maybe they're not there or 250,000 people. This is the reason why we are shouting on top of our voices every day. Respect the laws of the country.
Yeah.
Stop violating the laws of the country. Stop hurting people.
Many of the mass graves across the country, this is the genesis when people do not respect the law.
Stop seeing yourself as the law and gospel. We are all supposed to be bowing down to the law. It's wrong. And the people that want you to respect them. They want you to respect the part of the law, the part of the law that covers them. They want you to respect it.
Once it is in their favor, it is good. That's how I see it.
We can be in traffic. Jean Collin and the lawmaker then can jump on the opposite lane because the law provides that the lawmaker on a way to session, so that they can use opposite lane and do everything. So you are benefiting all the laws.
But however, we're supposed to give you 45,000 to go back car because you who? And are the same law?
That's the same law. The same law give you right to prepare the budget.
Yeah.
I mean to how to call the thing to pass the budget and make corrections.
Yeah.
The very same law gave you all of the power you have. The law turn around and give other people power. You use your power, you feel with it. Other people use their power, you say no. The monarch will pay attention to you. You are now on your own. We are all under the supervision of the law. I feel for Yeke. Regardless of the outcome of whatever the hearing will be at the Supreme Court, this Unity Party government under Joseph Boakai, my prediction is they will not listen. Craig Dubenya is here to be paid. They will not listen. Abdullah Kamara, who was taken for LTA, they will not listen. He's not jobless. There is no greater verdict on him. He's not in jail, but he's not doing a job. Mm-hmm. So why is he not at his job? The reason he's supposed to have left his job was because He committed a crime, right? So if he committed a crime, he should not be a free man. He should be in jail. He is not in jail, but he is not back at his job. What sense is that making? Emma Glasgow is not guilty of corruption, but she's not back at her job. She's not being paid off. What sense is it making? You getting the point?
Mm-hmm.
What sense is it making?
Mm-hmm. Violation of
You're violating the laws. Yeah. And the law made Joe Biden president.
Like the whole party for it all over.
That the law made him president. The law says after Eric says, yeah, the president who in power, whether you enjoy the country, you enjoy it, you must carry the election.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That the law made you president.
Yeah.
And to see you violating the law, you think that everybody will happen with Joe to 10 power over? No. You think that everybody will happen with Joe to be president? No. In 2018, there were people who said, wait up, but that Joe was president? Oh, no. But you know what? They had to wait. From 2018, they waited. They were patient. Mm-hmm. They took their time. They said, you know what? Joe can pay, right? He can pay Invisible Park, he can pay a PSB Park, he can pay a Clarendon for fee, a Clarendon Road, he can pay all the things he won't pay. I'll wait. 2023, I'll vote him out. Because the law told them to wait. Mm-hmm. And that's why 2023, when they went to vote, and their numbers became, higher than their own, he did not touch it because the law provided the space for them to wait. They had option to stop him from being president in 2019. No, Jerome, they had option to stop John Weah from being president in 2020. But because the law said you got to wait after 6 years.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Or do impeachment proceeding. But see, you cannot do impeachment proceeding as a civilian, you got to wait. So they waited. That man waited 6 years. You go test your vote in 2023, you go change your vote around. Whatever that man would choose to do, you will be responsible because the Constitution told him how to move you. He used the Constitution to go and move you through voting. Mm-hmm. And you want to abuse it, right? He will not accept it.
Because that's the only strength.
That's the only strength he has.
Yeah.
The only strength all of us guys in the country. No, the reason why you can park your car down on the road and put your key on your hand, walk and go all the way to other places. And you come back, you still meet your car there. Even when you not meet the car there, you are still assured of getting the car back. It's because of the law. Mm-hmm. Because there is police, there is joint security, and there will be people people are paid by government. You will lodge a complaint and they will be walking around to look for your car. There is a law. There is a reason why after work, I will not just jump to Boulevard Palace and just open one of the door and go sleep.
Yeah. If I don't call you criminal.
There is a law. They will hold me and keep me in the jail. There is a law. When there is lawlessness, I can walk anywhere. Once I got strength, I can walk anywhere, subdue any group of people, and I will do what I want to do there. Doing the war.
I almost said that.
Doing the war. Why are you so happy?
People used to just walk in the store, pass a place, and take things.
What small people will enter the village and say, hey, all of y'all come on this side. You, told the goat, you follow me. You're carrying the goat, kakata. You will walk behind that small boss, so you carry the goat, kakata, wherever you do it, and say, among you, 1, 2, 3, you go back to the village. You, 1, 2, 3, you must sponsor you from today.
I saw somebody April 6 when we were coming up in Clarendon. The guy just came from the bush, huh? Uh-huh. Then the other boss say, I'm gonna be wearing a slipper until we can re on the road. So people were like, what he saying? The other guy just left from the road, took a feet from in the slipper and gave to the man.
Okay.
Lawless.
When the country is lawless, that what can happen.
Yeah.
But when the country is lawful, you get man, go to somebody, oh Papa, and tell Papa, I respect you, but take out your shoe. Mm-hmm. There is a whole lot that we can benefit as a country when we respect the laws. That the law may all. That the law may all. You don't put educated background come on in the country. You don't put no boat by Joe Baga. You don't put get money by Joe Baga. But when you coming from to a whole rehab,
people can move.
The money people, the broke people, those who know God passing you, those who get medicine passing you, those who know everything passing, they can pack.
People he used to beg.
People, thank you, people who are feeling him.
And even the vice president said that when he's moving on the street, people can leave the road.
Thank you.
It is because of
the law.
The law.
That the law make it when you come in with your car in the morning, president come out, using opposite lane, the running, that the law. It went for the law, but wait, Joe Biden said no. 2019, who used to pack? Who is the park off the road 2019 when you come in? Who is the park? Who is the park?
But I know when Ellen going somewhere, who can park? You just getting a private car?
No,
I just saying now.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm saying. I mean, I see you saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where back in the middle of the church? When you won't go to jail, you got to be in the jail before Ellen enter.
Mm-mm.
I mean, the president ain't get that law.
Yeah.
Be in the jail. Certain program, the president enter. You not enter. Nobody enter again. Today, go to Fat Church. When president say you go to service, Fat Church for military. Anybody can just go see you, man. Anybody can just go to president. The president anywhere those days.
Yeah.
That the law. When the law flips and finish, that the law. So how can we respect the law?
No, don't say we can respect the law. Say why Joseph Boakai and his people, they don't respect or they don't want to respect the law.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Why? They see law that placed them into
Why
law.
are they refusing to honor the law?
And one law that they will not mess up with all of us. Let's send this caveat. The law of 2029.
No,
this is a caveat. We're talking about the law.
There were some beginners who were child soldiers. They were not of my age.
Yeah.
No, so I'm gonna say the rest of it.
Okay.
I mean,
silent message.
no, but in 2022, some beginners were child soldiers. They were controlling their whole battalion. They were my age. Bigger than them. No planet didn't pass them. Brave pass more than say. They became battalion leader then. So I'm saying that we can talk.
Okay.
But the truth of the matter is,
we just want to send out that red line.
no, forget it. Say what we can talk about it. we gotta hear our here.
Give me the fire. Say
I
really understand.
Say that we gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
We gotta talk. Some people begin to work commanding whole trivia.
Yeah.
We don't understand nothing. We would know all the we would know. We'll go vote. And somebody tell me, I say they will change the result. Who's it? Yeah,
somebody say that on the video. That's on the video.
Don't change the topic.
That law, I don't want to squeeze that one.
And so the law in the country very clear, my people. You stop breaking it. You can go to the Supreme Court. Yes, we're hoping. Look at what the police doing. Look at what the police is doing today. We're about to go to the lines and talk to people. Jerome, look at what the police is doing. You saw the pictures of the boy. You saw the picture.
Fighting for his life.
Fighting for his life.
Yeah, that's where we are.
The police have become lawless under Joe Boakai, under Gregory Cuomo. These are the same officers, Jerome, who were issuing food, water, soft drink to protesters. Look, I remember. What is his name? Patrick Sudu, the former police director. And when I say something, my man is one of my men. Even some of my big guys, I mean, we can always argue about it. Oh, Patrick was soft. Patrick was a soft police director. Patrick Sudu was a soft police director, and I was like, okay. And I think I want to have that conversation today, especially since Jefferson Koji has written, a complaint against the police to the U.S. Embassy and other places, the European Union and other places. I want to talk about that, just in passing. When Patrick Sudu was head of the Liberian National Police in this country, look, there are a lot of people who misinterpreted Patrick. Oh, Patrick Sudu a weak police director. Patrick Sudu weak. Patrick Sudu weak. People can be protesting, be cussing the president on the road, cussing President Joe, we are on the road. Do they want. And I'm like, okay, so Patrick, that's true. You say he was weak, okay. Maybe you are now forceful in flocking people and doing this and that. But let me say this to our people, and I may be wrong on it, but this is my position. In reference to the police brutality we are experiencing today, right? The police director of any country, in the case of Liberia, operates directly to the taste of the president of that country.
That was on my mind. I thought you were going to say different things.
No, man, Jerome. You're my man who think the same way.
That was 100% on my mind.
The police director of any country. In the case of Liberia, all the police directors that you have been seeing in the country can work at the taste of the president. to a taste as to what extent they can work. And the president that ganglame, brutal, ain't got feeling for human being, the police director will be ruthless like Gregory Cuomo. Like Gregory Cuomo. You saw how the boys did the cherry in Kinjaw? No, they didn't joke with them. In less than 10 minutes, 3 men died. 3 women died in less than 10 minutes. President got injured.
Shooting from the back.
Shooting from behind. The same police that killed 3 in Kinjaw were the same police that were issuing and distributing sandwiches, Kasaoli and Potato Green Rice on Capitol Hill on June 7th.
The same police.
You think a new police officer they gave Gregory Cuomo? Jeru? That new police officer they gave Gregory Cuomo. The same police men, I was seeing men, they don't want in the basement.
They see some of them.
The same men in the basement. The same men who Patrick Sulu put in the pickup of the police in the bucket of the police pickup. With the beans rice, the Peruvian rice, the sardine, the water. Patrick Sulu put them in the pickup bucket to distribute rice, sardine, water on protesters. Gregory Cuomo came, he put them in turtle suit, gave them firing tear gas, planted grenade, racket to flog and injure people, to kill.
Live bullet as well.
The same police, they ain't change. That 2 things change. The director changed, and the man who appointed the director changed. The president changed, police director changed, the police became a hostile, brutal force. Bring a new president who is a respecter of people's dignity. The police will. That's why you see the police be. The police work how you call the thing? The order. Yes, sir. General, today, you're lucky to the breed, you're lucky to the breed. Any more work, it will not enter. When you enforce it, you're putting down. The order. The instruction. Police act on instruction. The police director will act based on how the president like it. President, he now use a let trouble. He didn't want to see people die. He didn't want to see people feel pain. If we are a smaller who not get time for human being life, that nonsense what was happening, he would have done something.
Student blocking the president convoy.
Yeah. President convoy come, student go block it.
Yeah.
That thing alone, that attempt on the president life. Me, if I was the EPA director that day, bro, the president gonna sack me. If I was the EPA director that day, whether the student waiting from President Weah Convo, the president gonna sack me that day. If I was EPA director, I will start playing the music from my guitar. Then my bodyguard and playing it from behind me too. No, I would have done that. You place the president at risks. But again, the president know who then he can hire, and they too, because they know him, that they're boss man. That's why you see when you want to be police director, you'll be EPA director, when they know who appointed you. When you know your anger issue, tell me, say, Papi, the job you don't give me, thank you, bro.
Send me
somewhere else. Because the way I won't do it,
another way you
will want to do it.
Yeah.
So when you accept to do that job, then you must do it the way he will when you do it.
You can do it how you want.
Patrick Sulu accepted to be police director on the George Weah because he knew how George Weah, President Weah would do. And he said, okay, you know what, I'm a man, a peaceful man. So the way you want to do the police work, that's how we do it.
The way he beat it, that with this.
Bring Patrick Sulu on the Joe Baga.
It will change.
No. Gregory Cuomo ain't got a record of arresting any criminal in the country. Go to Central. Go to the police headquarters Central. Go ask for Patrick Sulu record. Oh, how are you in the commando? How are you in the commando? That Gregory, that Patrick Sulu can go over in the basement. Say Patrick will get issue in that community. So now go 15, 16 men will go on the trip. The other men, you know, police academy men. The other men hardly even behind people hustle. They don't even want to go there. Patrick alone, you tell you look at me and say 1, 2, just jump behind me, let go. And why are you thinking Patrick bringing that criminal then to the pickup in Hancock? No, that's how powerful he is, how strong he is. Patrick Sulu is a strong guy. The leader he was serving under was the reason why he was considered weak. But he was not weak. He was working in line with President Weah's vision of democracy. The government is there for the people. The essence of the government is to serve the people. When the people feel that the government is not serving them, and they decide to come out to express themselves and petition the very government so the government will change, you as the president, you do not have that authority to beat on them. You are there for them. That's why they do not hold stakes. That's why they do not hold guns. That's why the citizens do not come out with guns. Because the rule of engagement say any citizen holding any deadly weapon is no longer a citizen. Proportional force should be used against them. People come outside peacefully. Students. Oh, to be insulting on the road. No, insult is not threat. And, you know, to be singing song, baga, roll, baga.
That is the cycle of democracy and politics.
No, but free speech.
Yeah.
Free speech, forget I want free speech. And as a political, as the president of the country, he's gonna get issue with that one. In as much they are not stealing people's cars, they are not doing this and that. The reason why the protest can become so violent is when the police decide to go brutal.
Yeah.
Then the guys too will say, okay, but we'll check.
Yeah.
You saw Molu protest?
Yeah.
Molu protest, the first one. The place was overcrowded. When they got up between UL and the Capitol building, and Molu then presented a speech. At the end of the day, they went home. There was no provocation, no injuries, nothing. The police has become brutal, and that's why we are going towards it. People go and get a graduate.
I have that, but I wanted. Or we pass this?
No, we pass that.
Okay, because I just wanted to read for the public.
The Jefferson Koji communication to the U.S. Embassy. Quickly before we go to the lines. The police is now brutal. It's not brutal. Go to the cases the places you are naming. You know, go to the places you are naming. You are highlighting the different instances. Case 1, case 2, case 3. Huh? You got it? Or let me go there. Then you will see exactly where I'm talking about.
There have been repeated reports.
Oh yeah,
and public allegation highlighting a troubling pattern of inaction and selective justice. The police have in several instances failed to effectively investigate and prosecute senior crimes, particularly those involving drug trafficking, organized violence, and systematic corruption. This failure not only weakens the rule of law, but also creates an environment of impunity and respect for democratic accountability. I don't think that.
So go to more troubling. The last one, the last paragraph before the bullet point. More troubling is the pattern of alleged. You got it?
Alleged police involvement in human rights violations.
Human rights violations,
including brutality,
unlawful
killings, and deaths
in custody.
With little to no evidence of investigation
or prosecution.
Notably, cases
include number 1, Amanda Nemo was murdered on April 14, 2024. That's one case in study. No prosecution. Number 2, Morris Gomo died in government custody while awaiting trial on July 2, 2024. It's in the Front Page Africa newspaper. Man 61 dies in custody at Cocoa Park Magistrate Court. Judge arrested. To today, we do not know what's the situation. Number 3, what is that?
Franklin Dago, police brutality, March 12, 2024. Front Page Africa. Police charge men with murder for allegedly stabbing to death 16-year-old boy. No state prosecution. Number 5, Austin Jakpawolo, death linked to police brutality, 17th April 2024.
Bangali Kamara, number 5. Bangali Kamara, number 5, shot by police on February 28, 2024. Brazen security impunity must stop. Grassroots defenders welcomes King George fatal violence probe.
6.
Mm-hmm.
No state prosecution.
Issa Masale.
Shot by police February 28, 2024.
In King George. Number 7. No state prosecution. James Kande shot by police July 1, 2024. An analyst newspaper said police officer shot to death 17-year-old student. James Kande.
Number 8.
Prince
Weyu died in custody of police
April 12,
2024.
And you go to GNN News, Liberia, it will say 32-year-old man dies in prison. Family blames INHR commissioner. Family. That's the story. Police now investigate. No information yet on what happened.
19-year-old suspect found dead in police custody, January 2025.
Vonjima. So at the end of the day, in addition to all of these things Koji wrote, people still jacking people in Moreville. Police checkpoints are plenty in the day, in the night. They are few. The place you can see checkpoint in the night, in the day, in Moreville, in the night, you can see one policeman there. The place you find checkpoint in the day, in the night, you don't find checkpoint there. The police are so brutal towards protesters than fighting crimes. And so all of these things we keep saying every day is because I'm going to submit, then we go take calls. It's because we are a small country. Jerome, we are a very small country.
Very, very small. We're still struggling in population.
We are a very small country.
The size of the country as well, the population.
We know all the policemen. The policemen know us. We are a very small country. Look, I know plenty of police people in the country who can tell me, say, in private, they can tell me, say, when I think that can be happening, it had to tell that the folks will find what's saying. I say, I understand, bro. Because I know how you guys operate on a Patrick. The same Gregor Como was police director. The last 1 year and a half under Ellen. Did you see any police brutality that they under him? Because President Sally would not condone that bull crap. At that time, especially when she had no need to go run for election again. Going to 2017, she was now contesting again.
Yeah.
She had no political interest anymore. So to a great extent, she kept the country, because she knew she was leaving. So even if she had intention, it was not known. But the point is, Greg acted as the police inspector general at the time. And that's why most people started admiring him. Greg Como is a professional that the 1 year when he served with Ellen. As soon as a bond letter change from Ellen to Baka, the real Greg Como,
Mr.
lawlessness and brutality came. And let me say this to you. I don't want to say that one. But I do not know any powerful person in this country right now than Gregor Como. No. Even those in the Unity Party government, they are aware.
And he in a lot of...
The only reason why the president is powerful past Gregor Como because he got the presidency. Greg is powerful. Greg is even powerful than the Minister of State. The influence Greg got in the country, and you know why it is that way? Go ask the Unity Party people. You know they're my second thought, right? You know we talk plenty times. Go ask them. Oh no, the UP guys are one who son. They're my second thought. They can confide in me and say some things to me. And until we need the air, I will not call their names. But the confidentiality we promise. But the men say the way Greg is powerful in the government. Some ministers are not powerful like that. He's powerful. National security meeting? No, don't even put a more there. When Greg agree, that thing only in a national security meeting are free.
But you're right, because as the transport minister was talking about the performance of the function of the ministry, and Greg was saying something else. At the end of the day, Greg over.
Greg come over for our job. Let's see who win.
Greg.
Today, Greg come on. I call signature on job lesson. Hey, we're coming. Hold on. Let me show you my card document. I don't show my card document. I will not show the details. I show you a small my card document. That Greg come on signature on it. Joe?
Yeah.
What is here?
Inspector General.
No, read the thing. Where you see the Inspector General of Police?
Inspector General of Police.
Yeah. Before that, the Deputy Minister for Rail and to some kind of thing. But that Greg, that my card document, that Greg come on the Greg come on beat Salitara on who to say what document.
And because I know
he's powerful.
He's part of the guys who own the company.
No, he's powerful. Away from you only company team, bro. The man is powerful. You know why he's powerful? He has given President Bouaka the assurance that once I'm your police director, the men who's going to do anything in the country, I will deal with them. Yeah. I will make sure nobody will protest you to give you a hard time. And he is doing it. The funny part that fooling him is to think that what he is doing is equivalent to a massive votes in 2029.
But he chunking.
When the people crying and you keep pushing them, they want to express, you keep pushing them. At certain point they say, you know what? We know them protesting anymore. We will wait.
We know where to express our feelings
and go vote. Now, when we vote, you better don't touch that result. Because all the anger will be piling up. When we work, you pour out with tear gas, you do tear gas, and we say now we will pour everything outside. And when everything coming outside, I know that. I mean, almost like October rain now. So like the internet. So look, he's the most powerful man. But the Secretary General of the CDC reported you to the embassy, asking the ambassadors and people to look into what happening. I heard the police said they're investigating those who handle the students who beat them.
Formality, all of
yeah. I mean, whatever the situation is, like you said, that's formality. They are becoming shame. And secondly, I think their brutality. Maybe the partners start calling them now. Maybe some of the embassies start calling them. So, why are they naked? The other leg,
yeah.
Broke the other boy here. The other guy got big deep scar on her face.
Try to scare people.
You can scare like people. Someone can hang that, do firing squad. How many? 13 men on the pole. Someone can do this firing squad, 13 men on the pole, thinking that you will scare the whole country.
At the end, people came from the booth.
When they go around for you, Charles Taylor and Prince Johnson came here, and I mean, may so rest in peace.
And Charles Taylor was elected in 1997.
Yeah.
And his platform was Vision 2024.
Yeah.
So he was telling you after 12 years, he will still be president. At the end of the day, he's not in the country.
More to that,
all these things should be.
Benjamin Utain will just come outside the Westflower and look at the road in Loso. He get on a motor and say the public coming.
Nobody more come outside.
From Westflower all the way to Azalea Mansion, your car will be on the sidewalk park. That the ATU man height. Now what you see? He's not even telling you say don't come. You know that you are not supposed to come.
Yeah.
When Tomo Nimle and Segu the Molecule got ready, what happened?
The brother law and LPC.
The brother law and model.
Yeah.
And Taylor said, by God's willing, I'll be back. We're still waiting for him.
You're still waiting for it. And what should be a warning to Bouaka and a lesson? If Bouaka can see commercial vehicle passing in front of Charles Taylor House today.
No, the Guinea Pera woman he's saying Berakola right in front of Charles Taylor House these days.
Yeah.
You know commercial vehicle you talking about? I said no.
I tell you I'm going to beg your pardon.
Bro. But tell our president car used to pass there.
No, it was difficult. The people used to use the combatant back road.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I mean, so
okay,
that used to pass there.
Yeah, that
but I'm saying to the lowest level.
Yeah.
Better Cola, the Guinea Pera Berakola over there can sit down on a charge laws and be counting their money and be speaking the Guinea Pera.
That should be a lesson.
Yes.
That should be a clear lesson.
If the almighty Westflower Guinea Penny woman they can sit on there these days. They can sit out
and be checking
their $10 for $10. You want a little bit you want a little bit the Guinea Penny woman he said now on a charge on her these days and be checking the binocular and be counting the one that the grumpy and Tine. And nobody want more than they checking it. They tell that turn walk if they can leave some of the plastic. They can leave some of the plastic the dead. They can leave it there. That charted on horse the wet flower.
Yeah.
If it can happen, then what are you saying? Mm-hmm. What are you saying?
That should be a lesson.
What are you saying?
A clear lesson.
Chechipo.
Yeah.
Just the minister Chechipo. Wanna do?
Hey.
Send point in call where you wanna see the best nine for you. You see, said now but so rest in peace, that but Chechipo. Yeah. Yesterday on the front pole. Beginning passing all around with motorcycle.
Yeah.
Basago beginning passing around, picking breath all around. I say you can begin a real food. They don't say man, I was just the minister on a do.
And Genghis Khan, the most powerful man.
He will be eating
begging for $5 water.
Eating the full small food on Nipo Street.
Yeah.
On the dump side.
Yeah.
Greatness, you understand that at the end of the day, somebody will in our shoes.
Yeah.
Before you go there.
In that position as well.
You will leave and somebody will be there. That President Baka here, you were president for 12 years. After 12 years, Madam Joy Howard sat in your seat. Life became hard for you till you could not even pay your own hospital bill. But we are going to send you hospital. Mm-hmm. What make you think after presidency something else can happen?
And what they can say, when your hand blind, when you want to take care of money, you can.
So all of these things you're doing in the country is wrong. All the things are terrible. Don't do it. Because in the end, we are one people. You leave Yeke alone. Leave Yeke alone. If you want to do whatever you want to do, according to the due process, it should not be political. Don't distribute money to people to go moving. Let it be on the basis of the crime committed and not on the basis of the financial inducement. I like that chance of something you brought just now.
Yeah.
No, it was good.
Clear example. A lesson all over.
No, I like the chance of thing you can do. You want to go down. You don't even put it to car.
Yeah, I was elevating it.
No, you were elevating it.
Yeah. And you
at least someone wear some some channel getting you can get into
BB car.
Be in a BB car and pass.
Yeah.
I want 18 minutes, I can stop it. But for you, human being, selling Binacola, to go on our house and sit down there.
And so many doing their scratch car business themselves.
No, so many can get some kind of old wheelchair there for America. They can be putting the wheelchair on the ground and tell the wheelchair can go and it can be laid on charge on her. I said I charge on her they doing that this so. I charge on her come on. Hi. These are people who wet flower those days you can go to wet flower.
Yeah. You just pass.
That's something wrong with you. Tell the driver they pack the wet flower, then they say they're checking money.
Why you getting that? I get it out for $30.
Yeah, better stop there. And stop like you get out, then you go open the boot and tell the person no from there. You open your boot, the ATM manager fee say you taking gun.
No,
the ATM manager fee say you taking gun. You go open, you go stop testing from there. And you go. I mean, we're saying these things to me. All of these things, they happen here. People felt they would have been the law and gospel in the country forever. Mm-hmm. Look, Kotera went to Maryland for a kind of tour. The last tour he made before he could what they call Jerome. The 80 guys who were deployed on the South. Chatted in Kalokin. We were in Plebo. He was way in Kalokin. But at a certain point, you could not cross the road. I mean, like the man is in Kakata and you are in Roller, but they say you will not cross the road from you live in Park up here, but they say don't cross the road to go to the community.
Until the man pass.
Until the man who in Kakata until he can't pass. No, it's not funny.
No, it's serious. It's serious, but it's funny because you still see people who were alive. They still doing this.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. The man in Kakata. I mean, we were in Kalokin. We were in people that said, don't cross the road. No, don't cross the road. There was a guy there, the contractor boom. I mean, he was from the local AFL, but they were collaborating with the ATU. You don't cross the road. We sat at that area. We're standing. they convoking a pass. I mean, almost 70 some more cars.
Before
They went happen when they were clear before we started crossing.
And people that basically play the market rule.
Hey man, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? So at the end of the day, we saw all of those things happening. Today, some other people they are no longer.
They said John Ball go buy 2 cups. They said no, the president not buy you. They said okay, wait until the president
Hey,
come up.
in a one way town,
Yeah.
you can know different bypasses or you can use that one way. So you have to. I mean, all that at the end of the day, man, Chancellor, just when you have some kind of poetic sermon and speech, you know, by God's willing, I will be back. We're still waiting for him. He ain't so Anton. But we're still waiting for him.
That poor guy here today.
We're still waiting for him.
They don't learn.
Then you can call about who you say you're carrying to good at the perfect example here.
Okay.
That's a perfect example here. Yaka Koluba was a big man in the SOD under Taylor. And you know what the SOD did in the country, right?
They used to refer to them as sons of the devil.
The sons of the devil. You know what the SOD did in the country, right? And today that Yaka, what are all baking for? No, I'm saying that
Operation Division.
Thank you. But we used to call them sons of the devil, and Granny Como was part of the SOD too.
Okay.
Yaka was a boss man of Granny Como. Greg was in the SOD. Yaka was a boss man to Yaka was boss man to Greg. Yaka had rank in the SOD. Then Greg, I had to call him make Greg.
We Oliver. Let me say Oliver. Yaka Oliver talking for today.
Yaka was Greg Como boss man. Today,
Like the Lenny Ball lady complain.
that the boss man carried,
The Lenny Ball.
the Lenny Ball carry boss man complain why they won't remove boss man. So if that can happen, Greg, you yourself look at your own life playing right before you.
Yeah.
If it can happen today, it can happen tomorrow.
So you have to be mindful.
You gotta be cautious.
Follow the laws of the country.
Children go protect. Boo! Firing tear gas. National security operation. LMP got more money in the budget part of AFL. You want to argue? Go read the budget, bro. Like remember yesterday, go read the budget. Go read the budget. Go read the budget. Go look at the budget. LMP got more money part of AFL. Because Greg is the most powerful boy in town. He's just showing the guys that once I'm pretty director, no nonsense here.
No, nothing will happen.
And what I mean, forget it. Benjamin, you tell you to tell Chancellor, say, once I'm 50 in town, nobody can touch you.
Yeah.
There were times he could not even save himself before Taylor.
Run away.
Before Taylor. And today, I mean, you want to keep a BYJ bearer, he went back to where he is.
But Oliver, do you know this land is a special land?
And so,
This land is a special land.
And so we're not going to say more on
Yeah.
it. We beg you, please.
Live by the law. Just simple thing.
When the law says let's do the one, let's do it. That the law keeping us here. We should never try to break the law. Taylor operating the country, but you're not operating the country 100% on the law. There were some things when you used to. That's why I say when my boy, you don't put, you won't put, you know,
Go protect.
no. I have to tell you to say, well, you take a car from here and carry a guinea.
Yeah. Well,
Don't think that law. That lawlessness. How you end it? God's willing, I'll be back. How you end it? You know, yeah. So all those who attempted in history to think that they can play the role of God
in the country.
I mean, we all know how they ended. And we don't care about how they end. The only reason why we are talking is because the processes that can lead to how they end, it can be bad for the whole country.
And some innocent people, like you said,
Thank you.
can be affected. People who don't even know about
Plenty
anything.
innocent people.
Yeah.
And that's why we are pleading with you that regardless of whatever, let's respect the law. That says here, your guy. Respect the law, run the country, pay the small road where you ought to be, face the school where you ought to face, pay the salary you ought to pay, connect the water you ought to connect, do what you ought to do. After 6 years, the people will go back and evaluate you. They vote. When they vote, they move you, you pack your low, you leave. The next people come, you join your opposition again, you start doing your small thing. And the people with a newcomer, they will say bring you back. That time by time. And that's the way you will say you won't break the whole law in the country because I don't care what you do. Nobody can die in power in the country. No, to say you will stay in power until no matter what you do, that your government will go. And Thomas spent 27 years, and people thought he would have stay up to what they call. And they talk about NIA for him.
And Toba was young. He was even young.
Toba NIA for him.
Then they want to get 10, 20 or 30.
So I mean, we're
being frank.
We're going to say anything. Just. I mean, that the people are talking to. We're going to say anything again. We already done with it. So, only five human beings we won't listen to. They will go home. Just 5 persons that we won't listen to, and we'll take our time and take the 5 callers. Beginning with the first person. Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, Khan and John. Good evening to you all.
Good evening. Yaga going to the court.
Yeah, I'm just Rama Kamara from the Las Vegas movement. Our government is not serious, and this is why you see they are doing things the way they just want to do it in their own way. And you all have said it right on the basis of the violation of the Constitution. Because if the Constitution are even yesterday saying that in rural communities respect one another, you don't go to the next person's house to harm them because you think that if you do anything, police will come after you, you'll be arrested and be prosecuted. It is the law that guides all of us. So, but if President Walker will disregard that and think that he will have his way through, definitely that will not be done because people have come and serve and go. And like you have with me.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll take the person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Yeah, Oliver, the only thing I'm calling for is that copy that Jefferson Koji sent to the U.S. Embassy. Please send it my way here because Liberia already been evaluated on Joseph Walker, and that report that came out from the State Department that talk about police extrajudicial killing. There's an organization here that is tracking our information. So whoever listens to me, send it to me.
I got it. We are sending it to you right away after the show. We'll do that.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Randy Dambo from America. We'll leave you right there. Let's go to this person. Hello. How are you?
Hello, Oliver.
Quickly, let's hear you, man.
This is my calling from St. Paul's. Oliver, before I answer it, because if people just donating, they will not even listen to the court. They will not listen. You saw what they did to Fonanti? And already our representative, the first state, pleaded for money. You saw it. Kwebe said that he get a country here. Look at the overall the time of all the police here. You can kill the police. You don't care. Look at people's children, what they did to them day for yesterday. Look at market women, pregnant women that can carry money when they go sell to this way. Think they take their things from them. So the thing when you say that too, you get it already. I get by the grace of God.
Okay.
Yeah, they will be free for it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll take this person. Go ahead quickly. No time. We gotta go.
Yeah, God, thank you. I'm Lawrence Spencer. I'm in Johnson as usual.
Quickly, Lawrence.
God, the thing is, what Liberia said, the priest against disgrace the Russo can come from the back. I said this thing on your show repeatedly that the way the opposition is acting laying door, these guys will take advantage of this and they will destroy this country. They will go after everybody and they will introduce a total tyranny on the state. And now what's happening? They did it to Faradi Koba. Everybody took it to be politics. Some people were laughing inside their mouth. Some people were talking to inside their mouth. And today, Fanati is no more speaker. Then you said they did it to Aman Glasgow. They did it to Dado Dubekwe. Yeah, in fact, the court has said that Dado Nyang should be reinstated. All his benefits for the remaining time should be given to him, and they have refused. So now it's Yeke. Paveki is also in jail. So I will always say I'm worried for the lens of you that on the radio shouting the contradiction that I engulf the state. But the answer quickly is what can we do, gentlemen? I mean, when we continue to talk, when the guys are running the country into the ground and they are going after everybody they see as their potential threat, or enemy, so to speak, it's wrong.
Mama will soon answer. Mama will soon give a signal. Don't worry. Mama will soon give a signal. Thank you very much. We'll leave you. We'll talk to the other person. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, all right, you doing? This is a real calling from Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia. Let's hear you quickly.
Atlanta. Yeah, I can wonder whether our police and the government official they thinking over what would pass to reach this far because their attitude more than the rebel did. I saw what the police did for yesterday. I felt too bad. I was crying in my bed. Arresting the children, stealing their phone at the same time, taking their belongings and taking they put it into their pocket. Why our police should behave that way? That kind of criminal activity. May God bless Liberia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We are sending the petition to America. We hope you guys will go to the State Department in Washington D.C. and channel some of the issues confronting Liberia. Let the world know that the country is being brutally handled. Yeah, let the world know. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Thank you. This is Rahul Bakuya. Sorry for the tone of my voice.
Quickly.
Yeah, I just want to express my to my people. So please let me do that in my vernacular. I want to tell the people of Bon County, but I'm not Tina Tropil, Blinko Rangu, Jinkole, Fully Famule, Prikamu, Beda Gila, Talana, Omen, Waka, Canana Mengu, Diga Gana, Tina Tropil, get the Kapana Purba, Manikaba, Tanquay, Ewanka, Jinkole, that twilight. Okay,
I can't understand it. So I know you said sorry. I can't understand. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Let me say hello to Hajiru.
Quickly, no time. We gotta go. We're violating.
The official spokesman of the Brain Server movement. Boga is a failure. And Boga in your whole life when you been in government saying nothing who and done nothing good to the country, even to you put us around him, and this is why I want to bring to the country at large. And Gayukuma is a rebel because he's dealing like a rebel kind. Why you feel you know that everybody put in that building like a rebel because if you your own sense that the poor are protecting with the right, guard them and protect them. These are people yesterday, the guard and the all government. Why you can't do that? You don't even get water and food. But guard them go and spread up. People don't get gone, they get nothing. Why you can't tell that I got putting like being a poor food? Are you guys hungry? Why you hungry? Why you cannot join the protester? To protect that we put need job and we need better life in abroad, and then you go against it and then we woman our country.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the person. Go ahead, quickly, no time.
Then the song say the neither Western we should want to Liberia legitimate now you are going for Central Virginia. I'm a bit confused.
Mm-hmm.
I thought when people come under the ambulance of rescue, you are trying to alleviate the part of the people. I thought these people would have been listening to law, since the government prior to them was not abiding by law, they came to rescue would have been living by law. Look at all the number of people you enumerated, all the kind of violation. Why are they rescuing? They are self-same people. Right on the eve of their taking over, we saw that they gunned down people in King George. These self-same people that came to rescue, look at what they did yesterday. Look at what they did to students. What sort of rescue are they rescuing us? Look at our marketers. Look at our people who are making homeless. What kind of rescue are rescuing us in this place? Creating untold suffering. You are not creating joy. You are taking the one that people creating for themselves. How are they rescuing us? Can't we pray that to the church? To now making a camp. We are tired of this thing. We are tired.
Okay.
We are tired of this thing.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's take 2 more. Then we call it a day. This person, go ahead. Let's hear you. How are you? Good evening. Go ahead.
Miss you are a woman. You have the responsibility to tell your husband to invite him or to tell him what he's doing. It is wrong. Braka has children. You and Braka have children. What he's doing, suppressing other people's children, beating them, killing them, raping the children of the Liberia is getting better. We're getting better with him. Madam, don't Braka, please invite the husband. Let him stop what he's doing. Liberia is the nation that he will not depart, but Braka is owner. He has children. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the last person. Hello, this is Man Sisi. Go ahead. You're the last on the line.
Thank you. So I get a privilege now to call. I can even 5 minutes, no problem. I get right to my song.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'm calling I see my number and I get see my number. I can be looking at Facebook. You can't joking with it now on the platform. I'm going to give you one inch.
Go ahead.
One phone I get you. Let me tell you now. Okay. I want to ask my question. Who is there? I know G for you. I don't know any. Who is G for you? So Josh, get that number. Who is he? Let me I want to go see the government office. Who is he? So Josh, get that number. On certain speaker, and after offer, you went there on a 26th day. You carry your criminal and you went there and talking to the office and start for him. Then you want to get Koluba. Tell the point, I don't know what can I tell the point to go and justify whatsoever. Who is that man called James? Who is that? That criminal, who is he? Who is he? For me, I ask you for your phone, I don't get it for me. How you call your friend? You say your friend. What are you doing in the country?
Okay.
You see, you're going to get a job. There's no job. There's just a mess on the carpet. When you go front there, you can't go beat on you. So go get a friend. Why you Becky? We say when I say get where for you. If I eat it.
We leave you right there.
Get your job. And get your job. You do job for. Let's go to zero. We take the lab people. The poor there. It was the salary matter and the poor won't catch this and that. If you get me born on the social media, then you know in the way up. One thing, one way, what I'm going to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I was telling you, it was very bad. You know, okay. Well, I said one thing my friend, I didn't make it about that. What a year for them. It's so wicked. And this is my power. And the thing was saying, for the home, he was okay. I said, everybody was like that. They were okay. They get tired. All of us will rest up and start for them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I almost said Alexa. We got to go home, my brother.
I just wanted to say that Oliver, my Zizi, Oliver said, the general head knows everything fine. But we'll be here, Princess. Please join the team on Monday. Thank you.
Everybody, pot balling. Is your pot balling? Is the rescue government balling your pot? Are you having jobs? Do you have food to your house? Or you have to talk? Whatever the case is, enjoy the song. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey.
This is another hip hop classic.
Oh na na na. Oh na na na.
Nemesis Records.
Oh na.
Remix. Explain. Come with me. Got the torso. We got the bucket. I got fresh on the wall. Aye. Fresh on the lead.